and gentlemen, members of the media, the press, journalists, thank you so much for coming out here. It's my first time in front of you all, so I'm very, very nervous. But I'm very, very excited to also be out here in front of you all. So thank you so much for coming here. And Ranbir Bhaiya, thank you so much for saying all what you said. I was backstage hearing you. You never said, I'm joking, you always said good things about me. But thank you so much. You're such kind words. Thank you.
I'm quite amazed, you know. I mean, the first time I was in front of them, I was a nervous wreck. You're quite confident. I'm quite happy because of that. Your knees aren't shaking, your voice isn't trembling, you aren't...
From inside, my heart is like really beating hard
okay.
right now. Yeah.
So let's quickly get to it. Why acting? You know, your father has a business of his own. You've grown up in South Bombay. You know, your lifestyle has been quite away from movies. So how come you decided to come into the film business?
So I mean, growing up, movies have always inspired me. I've loved watching movies growing up. But to be honest, when I was a kid, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. You know, I was any lost kid in school. I wasn't that great in studies. So I loved playing sports. I loved playing football, cricket. I loved being part of all the talent shows that were held in my school. I was very fond of music. And I loved performing on stage. So for me, that was a real high. When I used to be on stage, it was the most liberating moment for me to be on stage in front of everyone and entertaining people in any small way I could. So performing was a high for me. And so when everyone was getting serious in high school and going to business colleges and engineering colleges and doing their doctorates and stuff and applying to colleges, that's when I was a bit lost there. I was like, I want to act. I don't want to do all these things. So, but what do I do? Now, I want to educate myself in the field of acting, in the field of filmmaking. That's when a school called the New York Film Academy came down to Bombay. And they came here. And that's where I met them. They had a seminar. And they spoke about filmmaking and acting. And that's when I learned that acting and filmmaking is obviously a full-time job and takes a lot of hard work, a lot of effort. And that's when I wanted to go and further educate myself. But I was always fond of performing on stage and acting.
Thank you, Aadar. Before we open questions to the media, let's just tell us something about how did you get this film? What was the process? Did Adi call you? Did Habib notice you somewhere? Is it because you come from a family when that's why you got this opportunity? How did it all happen for you?
So for me, I was assisting on Ae Dil Hai Mushkil for a year. And after that, I was a bit lost. I didn't really know how to go about everything. I really wanted to act. That was my passion. That was my dream. I thought I'll take a year off and train myself. I'll dance. I'll do acting classes. I'll try and get a little fit. And at that point, I spoke to Anushka Sharma, who's a casting director of YRF. And she told me that, are you ready to give it your all? You know, because acting takes a lot of hard work and a lot of mehnat. So, are you ready to give it your all in audition? And I said, yes, of course, I would. This is my dream. This is what I want to do. So she said, okay, fine. We did about 3 months of auditioning with her. And then she still said, she said, you're a bit raw, you know, right now. Go and train yourself and do a couple of acting courses. Then one day I got a call from Shanu. And she says that, Aadar, tomorrow you have a really big audition. And she gave me 2 big scenes from Band Baja Barat and Ishaq Zadeh. So ghar pe gaya, I went, I prepared. And I came back the next day and I did my audition. Then I didn't hear from her for a week. I've been trying to call you, where are you? So she said, go to the 4th floor of YRF. And I was in Warsaw in an acting course which she put me into. And my heart was beating here. I didn't know what the 4th floor was. I'd heard of the 4th floor and Coffee with Karan. So I was very nervous. So I drove, I went to the 4th floor. That's when I met Adi sir. And he told me that this is film. And you're going to have to audition for it. We've liked your initial auditions. And Mr. Habib Faisal is making a film. And if he likes you through the auditioning process, you will get this film. So there were 3 or 4 weeks of rigorous auditioning processes that I went down with her, with Mr. Habib Faisal. And that's how I got the film.